The figure it out 2.2. Okay, figure it out 2.2, page number 44. Right, so we already done 1 to 12 questions we already completed in the previous class. Okay, 12 questions we already done in the previous class. So we have to just start with question number 13 and 14 we have. Question number 13. So calculate and write the answer in scientific notation. So you have to write the answer in scientific notation. First one, each person in the world has 30 pieces of clothing. Find the total number of pieces of clothing. Okay, each person in the world has 30 pieces of clothing. Find the total number of pieces of clothing they are asking. Okay, now estimated population in the world. Okay, the estimated world population we already discussed in the previous classes, right? The estimated world population we will just taking as approximately, we will be just taking up 8 billion. Okay, 8 billion. So 8 billion, how we write in international system? 8 billion means, so 8 billion. Okay, now this is right, 8 billion. Now this is 1000 million, so we have to take 3 more zeros. This is nothing but 8 billion. If you're writing with the power, okay, in standard form, how do you write this in standard form? 8 into 10 to the power, just count the zeros. Okay, 3, 6, 9 zeros. So we have 9 zeros. So estimated world population is 8 billion. We'll be writing in this form, 8 into 10 to the power 9. Now what is given number of piece of clothing each person had is given 30 piece. Okay, is given as 30 piece is given, had 30 piece. Okay, 30 pieces. Therefore, total number of piece of clothing. Okay, each person is having 30 piece. So total number of piece of clothing means just we have to just multiply these two, right? So we are just going to multiply these two, right? So we can just write it as 30 into 8 into 10 to the power 9. So we are just going to multiply. Just multiply. How will you multiply? First you multiply 30 into 8. 3 eights are 24. Okay, and here 1 0 1 0 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, 10 to the power 9. Just multiply 30 into 8, 240 into 10 to the power 9. Now final answer should be in standard form. Okay, final answer should be in standard form, 240 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, the standard form means after the first digit, right? First digit should be always lies between 0 to 10. Right, so 2.4. Okay, 2.4 into, right, so 10 to the power, while writing only for 240, if you are writing the standard form, 2.4 into 10 power 2 will come, correct? So 10 power 2. Again here we have 10 to the power 9. Now both here they are having the same base, so keep the same base and add the power. 2.4 into 10 to the power 11 is the answer. Okay, so 2.4 into 10 to the power 11 is the answer. The same wise, you will be just moving into the question number second. Second part, there are about 100 million bees. Okay, 100 million bee colonies in the world. Find the number of honeybee if each colony has about 50,000 bees. Okay, find the number of honeybees if each colony has 50,000 bees. Right. For this, number of bees contained in the world. Okay, number of bees is given, so around 100 million. Okay, it's given 100 million. Okay, so 100 million, we'll just write it in international system. 100 million will be writing 100. Okay, so million is 1000 million, 100 million. So write it in standard form. 1 into 10 to the power, just count the zeros. Okay, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 10 to the power 8 we have. So number of bees in each colony is given 50,000. Okay, 50,000 bees are given. Okay, now we can just write it in standard form. 5 into 10 to the power, how many zeros? So 4 zeros. So total number of honeybees, so we have to just multiply, right? Just multiply 1 into 10 power 8 into 5 into 10 to the power 4. Just multiply it. So 1 5 are, first you multiply the numbers, 1 5 are 5 into, right, while multiplying with the same base. So keep the same base and add the power, okay? 10 to the power here 8 plus 4. We have to add the power 8 plus 4. So we are just applying the laws of exponents rule. They're having the same base, keep the same base and add the power. So now 5 into 10 to the power 12. Okay, 5 into 10 to the power 12 is the answer. Third question, the human body has about 38 trillion, okay, 38 trillion bacterial cell. Find the bacterial population residing in all humans in the world. Okay, for this we must know the world population. Okay, the world population is around 8 billion. Okay, 8 billion population, that's we already discussed. That can be written as 8 into 10 to the power 9. Directly I'm just writing. Why? Because in the previous question only we have done the world population is 8 billion. We have written 8 billion in the form of 8 into 10 to the power 9. Now number of bacterial cell in human body is given 38 trillion. Okay, 38 trillion. So 38 trillion, how will you write? Okay, we can just write as, okay, 38 trillion. So 38 trillion means, so 38. Okay, now this is billion, this is million, this is thousand. Okay, next this. Okay, thousand, million, billion, trillion. Okay, now how will you write it in standard form? We can write it as 3.8 into 10 to the power. So after 3 you have to count all the digits. Okay, here 3 plus 6 9 12. Okay, 12 plus 1 is 13 digits. Okay, 13. 3.8 into 10 to the power 13, 38 trillion. Now total bacterial population residing in all human in the world, that means you have to just multiply it. Just multiply 8 into 10 to the power 9 into 3.8 into 10 to the power 13. Okay, 10 to the power 13 we should multiply. First you just multiply the numbers. 8 into 3.8, just 30.4. Okay, correct one. 30.4. Okay, 8 into 3.8 is 30.4 is coming into here. Both are having the same base. Okay, for the same base, keep the same base and add the power. So 10 to the power 9 plus 13. Okay, add the powers. Right. So the next, right. So we can just simplify it. 30.4 into 10 to the power 9 plus 13 is 22. Okay, 22. Now actually this is not standard form. Correct? Third 3 point only standard form. So we have to again convert into standard form means how will you write? 3.04. Okay, 3.04 into 10 to the power here. If you are writing in standard form, the decimal point is coming here, right? So 3.04 into 10 to the power 1, correct? Into 10 to the power 22 we have. If you are writing 30.4, if you are writing in standard form, 3.04 into 10 power 1. Again here 10 to the power 22. That means we can just write 3.04 into 10 to the power. Just add the power. So 22 plus 1 is 23. Now this is the answer. Okay, now this is the answer. In a lifetime, in second, they are asking. Okay, average person lifetime. Okay, lifespan. Average person lifespan. I am just taking 80 years. Okay, I'm just taking as 80 years. Average we will be writing 80 years. Okay, time spent eating daily. Okay, so daily we'll be just eating for 3 times. Okay, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maximum will be just spending half an hour. Okay, half an hour plus half an hour plus half an hour. So we can just take it as 1 hours. Okay, 1.5 hours per day. I am just taking 1.5 hours per day we are just spending for eating. So now total eating time per day in second. Okay, this is in hour. So we have to just convert hours into second. Okay, how will you convert hours into second? That means 1.5 into 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Again, 60 minutes is equal to 60 second. We have to convert into second. So 1.5 into 60 into 60. Okay, 5,400. Okay, 5,400 second per day. Okay, for each day we are just spending 5,400 second for eating. Now number of days in 80 years. Okay, average lifespan we are just taking as 80 years. Okay, number of days in 80 years. For 1 years we have 365 days. Okay, so we just 80 years means 80 into, so 365. Okay, 365 number of days in 80 years. So you can just multiply 29,200. Okay, 29,200 days. For 1 day you are just spending 5,400 second. Okay, then total seconds spent in eating in a lifetime in second, the answer is, so you have to just multiply. Okay, so 29,200 into 5,400. Okay, 5,400. Okay, so this is not dot, this is comma, just multiply it, so you will be getting the answer. 15,768, then followed by here 20, here 20, that is the answer. Now we have to write it in standard form. Okay, so write it in standard form means, so we will be just writing as, after the first digit we will be keeping the decimal point 1.5768 into 10 to the power, after the decimal point count the digits. Okay, here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 digits, so 8. This is the answer. Okay, 1.5768 into 10 to the power 8 is the answer. What was the date? 1 Arab. It's nothing but 1 billion second ago. We have to find out. Okay, that means 1 Arab, how do you write? 1 Arab is 1000 lakhs Arab. Okay, 1 Arab second. So we have to subtract from today, you have to subtract. That is a concept. First thing, just convert the second into years. Okay, second into years. How will you convert the second into year? Okay, 1 year you are having 364 5 days. Okay, each day we have 24 hours, each hours we have 60 minutes, each minutes we have 60 seconds. Okay, so we are just converting the second into days. Okay, second into years, we are just converting it. Therefore we just divide 1 Arab divide by 60 into 60 into 24 into 365. How will you convert? So just multiply with 365. Okay, each year 365, right? If you are just multiplying 0.7 into 365, okay, 365, okay, approximately you will be getting 251 days, okay, 255 hours is coming, approximate value. So next, what you have to do for finding? Okay, 1 Arab second ago. So before 1 Arab second ago, what was the date we have to find? That means you have to subtract, okay, from the current year. Okay, so I have taken as 23rd April. So from the 23rd April, we have to subtract. Where in 2026, we are just subtracting 31 years, right? So it will be taken to 23rd April 1995. This is for the whole year. Again, we have left out with 251 days. Again, you have to subtract 251 days from 23rd April 1995. So it gives approximately 17th August 1994.